today's gospel passage, a doctor of the law asks Jesus, which is the great commandment, that is, the principal commandment of all the divine law. And Jesus answers simply, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind." And he immediately adds, "The second then is similar. You shall love your neighbor as yourself." Jesus' response once again takes up and joins two fundamental precepts, which God gave his people through Moses. And thus, he overcomes the snare that is laid for him in order to test him. His questioner, in fact, tries to draw him into the dispute among the experts of the law regarding the hierarchy of the prescriptions. But Jesus establishes two essential principles for believers of all times. They're essential for our life. The first is that our moral and religious life cannot be reduced to an anxious and forced obedience. There are people who try to obey the commandments in an anxious or forced way. This is one of Jesus'
Il secondo cardine è che l'amore deve tendersi insieme.
The second is love must tend toward and separately toward God and toward neighbor. This is one of Jesus' primary innovations, and it helps us understand that what is not expressed in love of neighbor is not true love of God, and likewise, what is not drawn from one's relationship with God is not true love of neighbor. Jesus concludes his response with these words, "On these two commandments depend all the law and the prophets." This means that all the precepts the Lord has given to his people must be related to love of God and neighbor. In fact, all the commandments serve to implement and express that twofold, indivisible love. Love for God is expressed above all in prayer, particularly in adoration. But we often neglect adoration, adoring God. We make prayers of thanksgiving. We ask for certain things, prayer of intercession, but we neglect adoration and to adore God is what prayer is all about. And love for neighbor, which is also called fraternal charity, consists in closeness, listening, sharing, caring for others. How many times we don't listen to another because they're boring or because they're taking away my time, or accompanying them in their sorrow or time of trial. But we always find time to gossip. We always. We don't have time to comfort the afflicted, but we have a lot of time to gossip. Let's be careful. The Apostle John writes, "He who does not love his brother whom he has seen cannot love God whom he has seen." And so we see the unity between these two commandments. In today's gospel passage, once again, Jesus helps us go to the living and gushing wellspring of love. This wellspring is God himself. To be loved completely in a communion that nothing and no one can break, a communion that is a gift to be requested each day.
Holy Spirit is my helper, now and forever, the one who is always by my side. He gives me strength when I am weak and worn, takes away from me desires of this world. He teaches me to love and forgive, shows me how to pray and fills me with the word. The mysteries of God He makes known to me, the true sea. Wisdom and counsel He gives to me.